Okay, so everybody knows Amazon, right? They're like the kings of online shopping.
Yeah, they've got that whole online thing down pat.
But they've been doing something kind of weird lately, haven't they? It's like they can't decide if they want to be online or in person.
Yeah, it's more than just opening a couple of stores here and there, isn't it?
Right. And I'm not just talking about Whole Foods here either. We're talking about something way more interesting. Like, have you heard about these Amazon bin stores?
Oh, yeah, those are wild. Bin stores. Kind of sounds like something out of, like, a dystopian future or something.
Right. But also kind of genius, maybe.
Oh, for sure. Like Amazon's playing 4D chess while the rest of retail is playing checkers. It really shows you how they think differently.
So, okay, before we get too far, let's break it down.
Yeah.
What is an Amazon bin store? Like, paint me a picture.
Okay, so imagine this. Giant rows of bins, right? Crammed full of stuff. And I mean everything, toys, clothes, electronics, you name it. It's a bargain hunter's paradise. Kind of like if TJ Maxx had a baby with like a clearance warehouse.
And what's the deal with the whole bin thing? Is it just like digging through a giant bargain basement?
That's part of the appeal. You never know what you're going to find. It's all about overstock, items, returns, stuff Amazon needs to move quickly, hence the amazing deals.
I gotta admit, I love a good treasure hunt.
Ugh.
But this is Amazon we're talking about. There's got to be more to it than just random bins of stuff, right?
Oh, absolutely. This is where it gets really interesting. Remember those touchscreen kiosks you see in some stores? Those are key to the whole Amazon bin store experience.
Oh, yeah, those things. I always just thought they were for finding stuff in the store.
They are, but they're also how Amazon's gathering data on what people are looking at, even if they don't buy anything.
Wait, hold on. Amazon's tracking what we're browsing, even if we don't buy it, in the store.
Bingo. It's like website cookies, but in real life.
Yeah.
They're seeing what bins you're lingering near, what you're searching for on those kiosks, the whole 9 yards.
Okay, now my mind's officially blown. So while we're happily hunting for deals, Amazon's secretly using our shopping habits to, what, control the retail world?
You're not wrong to be thinking that way because that data is incredibly valuable. It allows them to adjust their inventory, pricing, even target shoppers with personalized recommendations.
So it's like a giant real-time experiment in consumer behavior.
Exactly. They're constantly tweaking things based on what's selling, what people are looking at, even what time of day it is. They're taking all that data from the physical store and using it to fine-tune their entire online operation, too.
So it's not just about Amazon having a physical presence. It's about this whole other level of data collection and analysis that's happening behind the scenes.
You got it. And that's why these Amazon bin stores are so fascinating. They're a glimpse into the future of retail, where online and offline shopping are becoming increasingly intertwined.
Okay, so we've talked about how Amazon is using these bin stores to gather data, but what does that actually mean for shoppers? Like, are we talking about personalized coupons or something more?
Oh, it's way more sophisticated than that. Think about it. Amazon already knows everything you buy online, right?
Yeah, and probably a bunch of stuff I thought about buying but didn't.
Exactly. Now imagine they can connect that information with your in-store browsing habits. Suddenly they have this incredibly detailed picture of your shopping behavior, like what you're looking for, what brands you prefer, even how much you're willing to spend.
Okay, that's a little creepy, but also kind of impressive.
Yeah.
So what are they doing with all this data?
Well, for starters, they can use it to make sure the bin store is stocked with stuff you're actually interested in. Let's say you bought a bunch of camping gear online last month.
Right, which reminds me, I still need a new headlamp.
See? They could use that information to make sure there's a bin full of discounted headlamps just waiting for you at the bin store.
Okay, now that's just good business. But it's still kind of weird how they can track all this stuff, right? I mean, it's not like there are cameras following me around the store, are there?
No cameras. Well, not that we know of. But those kiosks, they're tracking your every move, every search, every item you click on, even how long you spend looking at a particular bin.
So it's like those targeted ads that follow you around online, but in real life?
Exactly. It's all about creating a seamless shopping experience, both online and offline. The lines are definitely blurring.
So on the one hand, it's like having a personal shopper who knows exactly what you want. But on the other hand,
It raises some big questions about data privacy, like how much information are we willing to give up in exchange for convenience or a good deal?
it's a trade-off, for sure. And it's not like we have a ton of choice, do we? I mean, Amazon's everywhere.
That's true, but I think the most important thing is that consumers are aware of what's happening. The more we understand how our data is being collected and used, the better equipped we'll be to make informed decisions.
Exactly. It's all about being an informed consumer. So are we headed for a future where every store is like an Amazon bin store? Is that what retail is going to look like in 5, 10 years?
Honestly, it's hard to say for sure, but we're already seeing signs of it everywhere, aren't we? Think about those personalized recommendations you get on every website now, or how your phone seems to know exactly what you want to eat before you even do.
Yeah, those virtual try-on tools, those are wild. It's like the whole world is becoming one giant personalized shopping mall.
That's a great way to put it. And it's not just happening online either. Remember we were talking about those interactive kiosks in the bin stores?
Yeah, the ones that are always watching.
Exactly. That same technology is starting to pop up everywhere. Smart shelves that track inventory in real time, digital price tags that change based on demand, even facial recognition software that can personalize your shopping experience before you walk in the door.
Okay, now that's where I draw the line. Facial recognition. That's a little too big brother for me.
I get it. And it's definitely a slippery slope. But the technology is already here, and it's only going to get more sophisticated. The question is, how much are we willing to embrace?
That's what I keep coming back to. It's this weird balance between convenience and, like, giving up control.
You hit the nail on the head, and I think that's the biggest challenge facing consumers today. We have to decide how much of our privacy we're willing to trade for a more personalized shopping experience because let's face it, these companies, they're not going to stop collecting data anytime soon.
Definitely not. But knowing what we know now, at least we can make more informed choices, right?
Exactly. And that's what this whole deep dive has been about. Being aware of the technology, understanding the trade-offs, and ultimately deciding what kind of shopping experience we want to create for ourselves.
So next time you're browsing those bargain bins or scrolling through endless online deals, take a moment to think about what's happening behind the scenes. Because knowledge is power. And the more you know about the forces shaping the future of retail, the better equipped you'll be to navigate it on your own terms.
Couldn't have said it better myself.